welcome to my channel, Supernatural Mama Tarot, and of course welcome to your reading. So I'm not quite sure what is going to come through today. When I was sitting down to meditating, just before I sat down to record, I got some very, very fuzzy images. I will say the one just because it was quite ludicrous, but I think there's a TV show called Futurama, and there's a robot in it, and essentially I saw this robot very, very huge, and the world was completely dark, and his hands were like little spotlights that were just being shone into little places in the dark. So anyway, if that resonates with anyone, then this reading is very, very definitely for you. But what that image gave me was that this reading is possibly just going to be shining some light on some, I don't know, just shining some light on some things for us. So let's see. Please keeping in mind that this is a collective reading, not a personal individual one, meaning that not all of it will resonate with you. Take what does, and whatever doesn't, leave it for whoever it is meant for. I will say this, that the only thing that I was guided to do while I was sitting at the table and choosing the decks was to have two tarot decks. So this deck I haven't used before. It's called the Rainbow Tarot. It was actually a first birthday present for my daughter. So yeah, I thought I would just use it in this reading because it's quite a beautiful, colorful, happy deck. And then my obvious favorite deck, as you can see, is the one that looks most worn. So yeah, we'll see what that's about as we go along. But I'm going to start with one card from the Rainbow deck. And I'm just going to say that if it happens to be the Lover's card, I will not be surprised. Okay, let's just clear the deck. And what do we have there? Oh, no. We have, well, not oh no, but it isn't the card that I suggested. It is the Eight of Wands, which is the magic card for me. I always see it as the magic card of a lot taking place, sometimes a little bit overwhelming. It can be quite an intense energy to be in, which is saying, and this is the energy of the general sort of, I want to say, message for those watching and for whoever this reading resonates with, is that a lot is happening in a lot of aspects of your life. There is fire, with wands being the fire, and the action, and action going into intention, and intention into action. So what I'm seeing here very much, especially with this card, is that you are both at the driving and the sort of receiving end of this. So we'll see what that's about. I'm going to pull some oracle. We'll see how many come out. Okay. This deck's being a bit not sticky. When I say sticky, like not actually physically sticky, but energetically sticky. So let's just give it a clear. Okay. Bravado. Warrior guides. I'm going to move that out. Sorry, I just saw the glare. Oh, the glare from the sun outside. Oh, we've got two. Okay. So we have Bravado, Warrior guides. Okay, I'm going to put these here for now. We have Exhaustion, Divine Helpers. And we have Creativity, okay, Creative Guides. Okay. So as we already said here, there's a lot going on, and it is requiring a lot from you, and I feel like this needs to be over here. because these two are kind of going hand in hand. So here you kind of see this man, this figure with the sword, and there's a crowd behind him sort of cheering him on, and then there's these giants that he's sort of facing there, and then you see this finger pointing downwards as if to say, hey, like, and very much, oh, wow, isn't that interesting? Okay, essentially it's this could be viewed a few ways. Okay, but can you see that this hand finger is almost like shining a light onto these people? I mean, yes, it's also a path, but just, anyway, that just made me think of the imagery that came to me when I was sitting down preparing to do this reading. And then here, we have exhaustion. Just a reminder that we are never alone. I will put the just being guided to put the book the book write up for this. I think there's probably a meditation or something in there that might be helpful to some of you. Okay, so with the bravado and the exhaustion coming in together, there is this sort of sense that the sense of we fight until our last breath, right? But sometimes we forget that there's no fighting required. So we are going to go a little bit more into that. I want to take, I've got another 2 oracle decks here, and then we'll pull some more tarot just to get more information. This is a Dawn to Dusk, a fairy oracle deck. So I'm gonna, that is Dancing in Light, which I really, really like, and backward is forward. So I find these 3. Oh, there were 7 that popped out, but I was only told to take 3, and I'm guessing there's probably going to be 3 from here. 3 seem to be a common theme with the amount of oracle cards that are coming out in these readings. So, okay. So, Dawn to Dusk, that can also kind of go hand in hand with exhaustion, like not resting, not taking care of oneself or self-love, and also not knowing when to rest, not knowing how to switch off. And I'm putting that there because I think that there is a connection between these two. But I also feel like this card sort of separates. We've got this backwards as forwards. Separates into something else where everything, this dancing in light, which is very much what I saw. This robot sort of moving, shining light on things, but essentially, dancing in light. And we'll see what else they have to say. They're not giving me anything more. They really want the cards to sort of speak for themselves. So we will just have to wait until they have a little bit more input to give. Okay. Is there anything else? Yes. Okay. We have 35, planetary cleansing. Keep your space pure and clean. Oh my goodness. 20. We have robots. Set yourself free with wisdom. And then we have 27, the 12 chakras. Follow your ascension path. And I feel like that is very much what this robot was. What this robot was doing is, shining light on where you were meant to go, but in the most beautiful way, 'cause he was dancing. So that is, I mean, know why I'm always surprised by synchronicities, because they happen so often, but they're beautiful every time. Okay, so let's set this up just like that. Okay, so with the planetary cleansing and this, the 12 chakras coming out, immediately for me, there is very much maybe purification that needs to take place, detox, emotional detox, spiritual detox, some type of cleansing, do it in meditation, have an Epsom salts bath, also cleansing the body, right? Maybe do but there is this message of cleansing and also self-love, like, and keeping your space clean. So let's see what else. Let's see what they're going to give us. But I do see that I have a feeling that this is going to be very much about like the states of being. So they wouldn't give me indications. So I feel like it's going to be like, your state of mind, your state of, the state of home, the state that your home is in often reflects your state of mind. There are often correlations along that. When we become imbalanced in our chakras, we, other things also occur. Okay, so okay, so we've got these 9s of swords and 9s of cups. That seems to be popping up a lot. We've got the 9 of cups, the 9 of swords. We've got the Emperor. I love this art. We've got the Knight of Pentacles, the 6 of Pentacles, and 2 more. Okay, 3 more. The 6 of Cups, the Knight of Cups, and the King of Swords. Okay, give me one moment. Okay, so with the 6s, and the 6 of Pentacles, and the 6 of Cups, there is very much a giving and receiving. As I said, we've got this, where is it? The backwards is forwards. And as I said here, with this 8 of Wands, you are pushing this at the driver's seat and at the receiving end. And I don't mean that in the, that I know that could be misconstrued to like a oneness statement of like you are, but no. I actually mean that you have put this into action over time, via your actions, your thought, and things have been speeding up quite a lot, right? Especially with the 10 of Pentacles, we see that things have been happening a lot on the home front, whatever home is to you. And we've got the 6 of Swords. Okay, so there is this giving and this receiving, this pushing, and also being pushed into, and here with the 6, and this moving onto a journey, and moving onto a journey. It's a very funny phrasing. I'm not sure why that was how it came out, but I'm going to just follow what they're kind of giving me here, and let's go with it. So with this giving, with this energy, it's a push-pull energy. It's a 2 steps forward, 3 steps back energy, and And it's due to the fact that for some of you, we've got the Knight of Cups. Some of you are a Nine of Wands. And we also have the Knight of Pentacles up here. So some of you are almost, it seems to, all of these readings seem to be quite tailored for those new to the journey and those that are well traveled or slightly well traveled, right? The High Priestess, people that are aware of what is taking place. I'll get to these now. So with the High Priestess, she is coming to the surface. Okay, the High Priestess, she is a conduit. She is still in this state where she she doesn't quite know how she isn't tangible yet. She's still in, I want to say, the womb-like state, right? And she's coming to the surface, and this is in this particular reading, I see this as your soul coming to the surface. You are getting to know yourself, which is kind of why I initially said at the beginning, where I said I wouldn't be surprised if this initial card came out to be the Lovers, which for me is the you and the you coming together and finding balance. So as I was saying, I find a lot of the readings, these collective readings, have been very, very split down the middle, where midway through the reading it goes, okay, this is still happening for both groups of people, right, in different ways, but it seems to be always like this messages for both those new to the journey. Like, I want to say the new mothers is always the feeling I keep getting, the new mothers that are awakening while they are also new mothers. And then those mothers that are, wherever they are on the journey, but have been awake for a while, because there is always the sense of knowing that seems to be coming through, that like with this Nine of Wands, with all these nines, this knowing, especially with the 666. Okay, so coming back here, these two groups. So for those new to the journey, with this King of Swords, it's there is this, right now, what I'm seeing with this King of Swords is a hesitancy to accept anything new. Sort of, I'm getting aware of holding on to limiting beliefs, right? When sometimes we want to believe in magic so desperately, and then when we find out that magic exists, we point blank refuse to believe it, because actually we never realize what it actually truly means in reality to understand and accept that magic exists. It changes everything. It changes everything, and that can be terrifying. So for those of you, whenever this finds you, we all experience times, it is difficult and it is different for everyone, and change is always hard. So if you've been seeing a lot of 5s, 555 or 55, 155, what they're sort of, what we see here is that with the Page of Wands is that this beautiful, you are coming into a place where you are becoming grounded in yourself, in the knowledge of who you are, and the knowledge that you are a soul, that you are a divine spiritual being having a human experience, and that in itself is life altering. Just the awareness and the awakening to the truth of who you really are and what the world really is, that this, and that you are not a one life wonder, that you've been alive and you are ageless, you are eternal. Anyway, they're just saying that there's something else. There we go. Okay, so with the four of cups, let me put this deck down. With the Four of Cups, and I mean, the message can't be clearer with the Four of Cups. It's always that something beautiful is being offered to you. It's right in front of you. If you just change your perspective, or look up and see it and see what is being offered to you, right? Then perhaps you wouldn't go into the state of the Five of Cups, which is, oh, there's nothing, I don't have anything, where did everything go? Five going into change. So they're kind of, and I did say fives earlier, so that what they're kind of saying is, in this moment, you have a beautiful opportunity to accept what is being offered to you, this change that is coming. We all signed up for this, and yeah, I mean, I don't like to talk about the soul contracts and all of that, because everybody has different truths, and it's not for me to say, but we all signed up. We this is something that we chose to come to Earth. We wouldn't be here otherwise. And so it's going to, anyway, let me stop rambling on that, because it's getting me stuck about the important stuff. So they're almost giving you this beautiful opportunity to skip the difficulty of the five, right? Which is also why we have all these sixes. The difficulty of the five. With the Queen of Pentacles, I mean, she is one of those. Actually, they're guiding me to actually read something from this book. I'm not sure why, and not even the entire thing. They've just sort of. Oh, do I have the book anywhere here? I'm sure I do. I'm so sorry about this. Give me a second. It must be here. Okay. So I've been guided to do something that I am not able to do. Oh, let's see. It is right here. I'm so sorry. So many pretty colors. Okay, so that seems to be happening to me a lot. I don't know if that's been happening to you, where I'll look and something will not be there, and I'll look about 5 times, literally in that exact spot, and then I'll look again, maybe 5 minutes, and suddenly it'll be there. And a lot of the groups that I belong to, that seems to be happening to a lot of people. I'm not quite sure what it means, but anyway. Okay, so the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, have you been keeping with tradition? The Queen of Pentacles is pregnant with generative potential, and sometimes quite literally pregnant. They are fertile, practical, and don't mind taking. There we go. So that's why this came out, is because in this particular context, it was the pregnant. So I'm talking about new moms, and one forgets that actually sometimes it can be happening when we're still becoming mothers. So okay. So once again, this new group of people entering this awakening to the truth seem to be, yeah, I think that is also why I was possibly guided to start this channel, is for those new moms, and that's possibly why these things seem to be splitting in that direction as well. But coming to the well-traveled, or the more well-traveled soul, who is on this trajectory forward, right? You're whatever this energy of things happening, right? You guys seem to be skipping the fives. That is the message, and you're skipping the fives, and you're really, really coming to the end of something. So change has been obviously occurring for quite a while for some of you, and there seems to be an emphasis on the home front, and I'm not quite sure why. So let's just pull some clarifiers there. The Hierophant, okay. The Three of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, one more, the Seven of Swords. Okay, so why the home front? So I mean, with the Hierophant number 5, we see that changes have been occurring, or are occurring, and what I like about the Hierophant in this deck is we see those two figures, the black and the white. Are they bunnies? I don't know. Whatever they are, those cute little creatures. So for me, I mean, Hierophant is often about ascension and spirituality and also spiritual practice. But here I'm seeing, you know, how it's happening twofold. As the spiritual ascension is taking place, as you are getting to know yourself and all that you are, right? And all the divine gifts that you contain or were blessed with, etc., etc. As you get to know yourself, and your vibration goes up, you get to, what's the word? Sorry, they're giving me an image with these two and I just can't. You get to a stage where it's difficult. You begin to interact with the actual world differently, the people in the world, and often what that means is we walk away from people because they're no longer an energetic match, friends or even family, or so that's what I'm seeing is as this ascension is taking place, things it's rocking the home front as it was meant to, right? Because the 5 always goes into the 6, and as we see, there's this threes, and we're coming into the 3 of Swords. So yeah, I haven't forgotten about that. So, and the 3 of Pentacles. So things are changing, right, within you, which is also making you find things that are more of an energetic match, perhaps. Maybe it's work, maybe it's relationships. As I said, this is on the home front, but everybody's home front is different. So that can be it can mean anything, and they're not giving me more than that. But as things change, you are connecting with things that are possibly more, that will be more vibrationally matched to you, bringing you into a space of contentment. I mean, just a space of knowing, of contentment, of comfort, not just financial, right? Pentacles doesn't necessarily mean financial. It is the material world, meaning the world that we can physically touch, and yes, so perhaps the change in the home environment is a physical, actual change of home environment. Maybe it's a move. I did say something, I might have said something about moves earlier. I don't know if I didn't. Something did pop to me while we were doing something else. Okay, so why do I get the 7 of Swords? What is taking place over there? I just want to get some clarifiers. Okay, and this is where the other deck comes in. Okay. So, the 7 of Swords, you're not sure what to take with you, you're not sure what to leave behind, you're not sure what to be afraid of, you're not sure. There is this uncertainty and this which often happens before a tower moment. And it's interesting that the tower and the world came out together. I mean, it would have been even more interesting if it was the okay, that's why the Wheel of Fortune. So we've got four major arcana cards that just popped out here in relation to the Seven of Swords, which tells us that so I'm just going to move these sixes up here, which tells me that this space, this thing that is occurring, it's really big. It's really, really big. It is life altering. It is world changing. It is big. It is big and it is beautiful. In the sense that it is far bigger than whatever is just taking place in this situation, right? It is far bigger. It is what is taking place within you in this last phase of this chapter, right? Before this tower moment, this world altering, life altering tower moment. And by tower moment, I mean that this light is going to be shone onto parts of you that are not things that you want to face, right? They're things that you want to run from. They're things that you don't want to accept. They're things that you fear. Maybe they I don't know. So we are guided, when we are in these transformational phases, when we are just about to go into this or are in the process of going through this tower moment. And it's so funny because there was an image that kept popping in my head yesterday, and I really wanted to sit down to do a reading, and it got disturbed a million times. And the image that came to me that day was an acorn sprouting, and that's what we see here. So that is what is happening. It's this energy of a lot happening that's coming in, and this tower moment, this breaking down of limiting beliefs, of things that are no longer in your highest good, of things that are holding you back. Right? These things are holding you back, quite literally. And I mean, this is such a beautiful message. Honestly, this is one of the most powerful, beautiful messages that I've readings that I've done for this channel. This kaboom kabang over here, because we are at the forefront, right, as mothers. I mean, this aside, this is for your personal entertainment, as I have to say. But as spiritual mothers, we are raising the rainbow, the rainbow children of this world, right? And I say that because this is the rainbow deck. But we are. What are the other terms? Indigo children, starseed, or whatever. But and spirituality in the home is really, really important. I often think about how I'm going to introduce spirituality to my daughter. Which I know is absolutely ridiculous because she's a 5D baby. She's more awake than I. Anyway, so but it is something that we need to think about. And I am actually the lady that makes this deck, and we are coming to this creativity and this over here right now. The lady that makes this particular deck, Sonia Choquette, I follow her, and she has written a few books. There's two that I actually recently bought that I haven't quite had the chance to read. The last year has been very busy. but very much about bringing, you know, spirituality and intuition into your home, but also on her YouTube channel. I will add a few links in the description box, because she, you know, she often talks about her mother and how her mother was a spiritual being, a person with intuition, and she was raised like that, and how she raised her kids. So there's, yeah, anyway, that's, if that resonates with you or interests you, you can look in the description box. I'm not going to chat too much about it. So coming into this moon and the Three of Swords. So with the moon, things are coming into balance, right? But it is painful. This shifting out of this, right, into this is painful, and possibly because it is on the home front, and they do keep emphasizing that it is the home front, okay, not necessarily like, yeah, they just keep emphasizing the home front, not, and yeah, and I can't say more than that, but the emphasis there is that as things are coming into balance, as this pain is being released, right, as all of this is taking place, which is an exceptionally painful process, in the sense that change is sometimes, or change is as painful as we allow it to be, is actually I think the truth. But I'm not quite sure how that sits with me, so I'm going to think about that one, because that came from them and I'm not quite sure. So we'll leave that there. But coming, as you're shifting into balance, right, into this alignment and into this full energy, right, there is the opportunity for creativity, and for creativity, and sort of the guidance here is that two states, you know, when we are going through painful things, we can either go into oneself, as in like hide away, ignore, I'm not necessarily saying depression, but yeah, I mean, that could very well be the case for some of you. But my ear started ringing there. So me personally, when I used to get sad, climbing under, not even to sleep, just climbing under the duvet used to just make me feel so much better. And that's kind of the image that they've sort of given me, is that this going within, like hiding away from the world, versus attacking the world and thinking that everything. So with the Seven of Wands, there is this, like, where are you wasting your energy? Which battles are you fighting? You know, with this warrior, which battles are you fighting? Are you choosing wisely, or are you exhausting yourself out fighting something that you really shouldn't be fighting? Whatever changes are occurring in your life at this time, they are occurring for a reason. What that reason is, I cannot tell you more than the fact that it is magnificent. It is something beautiful is coming in for you, and if you allow it. And that really, I think I've said this in a couple of my videos, but that seems to be a very current theme, is making the space to allow something new to come in. And why are you telling me top bottom, but not okay? let's see. Okay, so with the Eight of Pentacles, something is being built. I think this actual card combination, obviously with a different deck, came out the Queen of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles, which is very much you're building things, you're using your energy, you're releasing your light into the world, and you're finding your soul tribe. So I think what's going on, there is this unification that is taking place in this collective. Mothers are finding mothers, perhaps, and we are beginning to feel less lonely. People are beginning to, I don't know, find videos like this one across their YouTube feed that are helping guide them along the way. However it works out, the universe does things quite beautifully. If we actually allow the universe to do so. And that is why don't know why they've just said something about the Hierophant, but to the best of my knowledge, we have not pulled, not the Hierophant, the Emperor, but to the best of my knowledge, we have not pulled the Emperor, so I'm not quite sure. Let's just see. But they've just sort of given me, as they were saying this, reaching out for soul tribe, there was this a sort of need for control. So it's go with the flow, as things are, as you are working on things, as you are building things, as you are, whether it be at work or creativity can express itself in a million ways, right? So whatever is being built, whatever you are using your energy to create, with this Queen of Wands energy, sorry that they've just taken that message away. I'm sorry, I can't, don't know why. They gave me a very fuzzy image, but I'm just, the Five of Swords, okay. Okay, so basically what they're trying to say, or what they are saying, is that when changes are occurring, we can get stuck in the middle, right? Where we almost trick ourselves into believing that we are allowing something in, or making space for something, when we actually aren't. Making a non-move move. So what they're saying is that some of you seem to, for some of you, there is this beginning and then losing passion, and then so whether, and that seems to be occurring. This is there's a lot there with that Five of Swords, because they've with this Five of Swords, right? And they're saying the sort of message being that back and forth, sort of stopping, not choosing, refusing to truly accept what is taking place, and therefore refusing to allow come in. We immediately see the Page of Pentacles, and for me the Page of Pentacles is the, what's that, the tree, the yoga pose tree, where you're standing. That is what the Page of Pentacles is. When this card is drawn, it's like you in alignment. It's you like in your zen, in your place. So, like, for as long as you allow this to continue, this whatever you are truly not quite releasing, longer you are putting off this state in its entirety. So it seems that there is this bouncing, but what one needs to remember is that it, as I keep saying, the journey is different for everyone. We do it at our own pace. Also, the lessons and experiences that we are here to learn and experience are different for everyone. And you know, there is actually no timing on anything. Time is an illusion. So in this bouncing back and forth state, it is not a terrible place to be. It is an uncomfortable place to be. Yes, of course, very, very uncomfortable, but we learn the most beautiful things about ourselves and everything, right, in uncomfortable spaces. It shines light often on things that we don't want to have light shone on, right? But as we accept and see and truly allow the light to be shone on those areas that we don't truly want to accept, the minute we do, and there's something that fell behind me. So the minute we do, we allow wisdom to come in. We get out of this space and step into our authenticity, right? Into our tree, our grounded, releasing light into the world space, right? The energy that this is talking about here, this life-changing, life-affirming, like light exploding into the universe event, or events. And that is just beautiful. And I mean, with this butterfly here, there's also so you are currently being transformed. What are they saying? You know how diamonds, I can't think of the process, coal is really, really compressed, and that's what makes diamonds. That is currently what is taking place. And like I said, it is uncomfortable. The space is very uncomfortable, but it is up to you for how long you stay in it. Because what is waiting for you on the other side is truly, truly magical. Because you are stepping into this nine of cups, which is also, like I said, these nines are coming up a lot. This whole fear of, actually there's nothing to fear, right? The surrendering and the knowing that everything is working out for you always. And I think that is the message. Is like when you truly accept that everything is always working out for you, you allow in everything. You allow this to occur. This world altering, life-changing magic to occur. Okay. Have a beautiful now. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.